Good evening. The boss of a veteran centre in Staffordshire, which may have to close, says he believes they prevented as many as 9 veterans from taking their own lives. With the help of Forces Charities, the centre in Newcastle-under-Lyme helps disabled veterans, those with PTSD and those who are homeless or unable to find work.
The centre is used rent-free from the council, but the council now wants the building back to sell it. They've offered it to the charity which runs the centre, but it'll cost £120,000, money they don't have. Mark Goff reports.
Several times a week, these Forces veterans and their families get together for a brew, a catch-up and, well, just a bit of a laugh. It's a great way of keeping in touch or making new friends. But there's a serious side to the Tri-Services and Veteran Support Centre in Newcastle-under-Lyme, because this place changes people's lives. People like former RAF man Leroy Francis. He signed up when he was 16, just a boy from Walsall. He served in the Gulf as a weapons systems engineer. He was a useful boxer in his time too for the RAF, even boxing in front of royalty. Eventually, he rose to become a sergeant. But now he has MS. He can't use the stairs. For 2 years he slept in the dining room, using the kitchen sink to have a wash. Then Cathy Munslow from the Veterans Centre got involved. She's from the charity SAFA, the Soldiers, Sailors, Airmen and Families Association. And she got the RAF Benevolent Fund to pay for adaptations to Leroy's house. A stair lift and a wet room, among other things. Without her and the centre, this would never have happened.
The support provided by the Benevolent Fund has made a huge difference to my life. It has allowed me to get my independence back and afforded me my dignity. The stair lift is an incredible acquisition. I spent 2 years bathing at our kitchen sink downstairs.
2 years?
2 years. That was my home for 2 years. When my carers came in on a daily basis, they bathed me at the sink.
But this centre is at risk. The building is owned by Staffordshire County Council, which wants to sell it for £120,000. They let the Tri-Services charity have it rent-free, as long as they maintain the building. But the council says this hasn't happened. Not so, says the people who run the centre. They say it was derelict when they took it over, and they've renovated, sorted out the damp, put in a new kitchen. But at the same time, they say the building needs a new roof and heating, and that'll cost about £60,000. The council told us the county council has been supporting Tri-Services for 7 years, allowing them to use the property rent-free, providing they maintained the building. This was initially for 3 years with an option to buy it. The council has extended the occupation to allow them more time to raise the funds to acquire the building, and this option continues. We recognise the valuable work the organisation does in the local community and have offered advice on finding alternative, more suitable accommodation, and we'll continue to do that. Advice, but no money, so the Tri-Services charity has started raising cash, but so far they've only got £6,500. Luckily, they've got the backing of Staffordshire millionaire John Caudwell, who's promised to match anything they raise. But they've only got 6 months.
You know, I went there and it is completely habitable. It does need some maintenance doing. They know that, but we can carry on the fundraising and I'll carry on the match funding. And if Stafford County Council do the right thing and reduce the price to them, we can carry on and make that building perfectly habitable long term and carry on this essential work for our veterans who, let's face it, have fought on our behalf.
These veterans love the atmosphere of the place, but some veterans come here when they're at their lowest.
We know for a fact that over the past 7 years since we've been here, we've prevented at least 8, maybe 9 suicides. And we prevented one just last week.
It is devastating actually, because the people that come here are used to being here. It's their place of safety.
There's all different regiments. You have a laugh, something to eat and drink, and it's fantastic. It is the original band of brothers.
I am totally indebted to the support provided by the RAF Benevolent Fund and its associates, helping myself and my wife live as an independent lifestyle as possible.
Mark Goff, ITV News.